Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie with me. We've just beaten Manchester City 5-1 at the Emirates. Now, I know this might be filled with all your fan cams that you've done so far, being littered with stay humble and who the F is this guy, but let's talk.
My one's not stay humble.
What is it?
Believe.
Believe. We're taking it back. We're taking it back.
Believe.
They cussed you for walking around that stadium and doing that.
Yeah, because I walked around the wrong stadium. I should have walked around here. Believe. Hey, and you know the other thing, right? Big Steve, right? I remember Big Steve used to send me like pictures of sharks every time they beat us. Yeah? Number one I heard from for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Big Steve's gone quiet, right? I'm gonna send him tonight some sardines, right? Because they've turned from sharks into sardines, bro. They got absolutely broke up.
Little fish,
right? We dealt with him today. Honestly, that was a really, really impressive performance by Arsenal today. You know, when they got it back to 1-1, I was like, ooh, you know what? Because to be fair, we went 1-0 up, and they were kind of sitting in, and they were starting to get a lot of possession. Araya made a couple of good saves.
We missed a big chance.
We missed that big chance with Havertz, and I'm thinking, you know, when they get it back to 1-1, I must admit, I still thought that we could win the game, but I thought this is going to be a really tough game from here on now. They're back in this. Because at that stage, you're thinking the game's even. But then after that, you know what I mean? And that second goal by Thomas Partey, by the way, right? The fans scored that goal.
Really?
The fans scored that goal.
We had it on mute, so I wouldn't know why.
When he got the ball, the whole stadium said, shoot! Yeah. You know, normally people say shoot, but the whole stadium said shoot.
With confidence, yeah? Everyone said loud.
The whole stadium, and it's almost like Partey said, you know what, bang.
Yeah.
And that's what sometimes, when you shoot, things can happen, right? You can hit a deflection. That's how we beat them last year. Remember, we got a deflected goal.
Yeah, Martinelli on.
Hit a deflection, and then after that, their heads dropped, because when they got that goal back, you see how Haaland was celebrating, went over to the fans, and you know what I mean? They thought that they thought they were the City of old. Like, you ain't the City of old. Or maybe you're the City of old, but we just got better than you. I thought that Arsenal were better than City last year. That's why I was so disappointed when we didn't win the league last year, because for me last year, we were better than them, but they just showed a little bit more nous to get over the line, right? But this year, we're definitely better than them. We're definitely better than them. We showed that today. Should have beaten them at the Etihad. I remember at the Etihad when we got that second goal through Calafiori, I looked around at the Etihad, the fans, everybody, they were deflated. And I was like, we're going to win this game. It weren't until we went down to those 10 men. Right, but today, 11 against 11, we showed that we're a better team than Man City.
You were shocked. You know, we did the preview together, Robbie. I said 3-0 Arsenal win.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I thought it'd be tighter. Yeah, you said 3-0, I said 2-1.
But what made it be such a high scoreline today for Arsenal? Do you think it is because of the things before the game, who the F are you to Marzouski, the stay humble, all those little build-up things, the Gabriel throwing the ball at the back of his head, is it that, or is there more to it? Because 5-1's a big scoreline.
We remember all those things. You think they're forgetting that?
Yeah, true.
You think Gabriel, you know where Gabriel is. You think he's forgotten about that ball being thrown in the back of his head.
He's celebrating Haaland's face when we scored.
Exactly. You think you didn't. You think when he got home that night and he saw, because he probably didn't even realise it fully, and he saw that, he didn't say, right, wait. Well, he actually said it.
That, yeah, wait.
He said it, wait until you come to the Emirates. Right, you could see every one of those Arsenal players were pumped. Even Mars Lewis Skelly, 18 years old. Remember, he said to Mars Lewis Skelly up there, who the F are you? The man went and sat there, did his celebration.
You don't know who I am?
Lewis Skelly, He that boy, right? Honestly, to do that, when you think of Haaland and Haaland's stature and that, when you saw Lewis Skelly do that, that shows you the confidence of that kid. And what that also showed you is that all of those players wanted to stick one on him.
Facts.
They were hurt with that, you know, because they could have held on, should have really held on. And, you know, City scored in the last seconds of that game. And this was like revenge. Sweet revenge as well.
I like what your daughter said about, you know, the arrogance of Marzouki Skelly. It's something that we need. Because Saka is, I wouldn't say he's arrogant, but he's confident. You can see that. But Marzouki Skelly rises to all this, the North London derby, the attitude he has as he walked off the pitch. Today, like, there's an arrogance there that we shouldn't be trying to kill.
18 years old. I mean, you don't really, 18 years old to be stepping into these games. And this ain't the first game that he's played in, big games. And to show that arrogance, in a good way, his arrogance on the ball, the way he doesn't just try to whack the ball away when he gets it, he backs himself, he gets his body there. him and Wanyeri, I mean,
Crazy.
These are some incredible, it's a whole batch of them coming through now. You know what I mean? You saw it first of all with Saka and Smith Rowe. Now you got these two coming through. And to keep Calafiori out the team, I was kind of surprised because I thought Calafiori would start.
So was me and
Calafiori was really good at up at Wolves. You know what I mean? He scored that goal as well. To keep him out of the team and then to put in a performance like that, because even take the goal out of it, the way he defended today with such discipline, you never saw him diving in. Honestly, his performance was so mature today. And then Wanyeri, when he came on, we saw him do it during the week when we was over there in Spain. Does the same thing again today. Once he cuts in on that foot, is it like? I don't know if you saw him before he received the ball. He had his hands in the air for ages, and I was saying he's going to get it. And he's going to want to shoot straight away because he was screaming for the ball for so long. As soon as he come on the pitch, we've seen him do that. So silky the way he moves. He's so hard to get the ball off of. And I know we're talking about signings, and we all want signings and that, but in the famous words of Wenger, those two are like new signings. So, like the way they've come through and cemented their position in the team. Think about Mars Lewis-Skelly, right? He's kept Calafiori out. Zinchenko was a fixture in this Arsenal side who kind of helped revolutionise the team when him and Jesus come in. I mean, for him to come in and be doing what he's doing, and it's not a fluke because we saw it in pre-season. When we was over there in America, we saw Lewis-Skelly and Wanyeri, and we were like, hey, these kids they look something else, but they've been given their opportunity and they've grabbed it, and both of them are some unbelievable talents.
You proud to see that from Arsenal? They're bringing
Listen,
like that?
to me, and listen, for all the fans, you're so proud to see that, it's somebody's come up through the ranks and what they're doing. It's absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing.
Let me switch play quickly and do the other side. Man City fans are going to be saying, stay humble. You ain't won anything. Why are you getting to jumping out your seat so much?
We haven't won anything, but he come running up his mouth saying stay humble.
But they've won trebles.
Haaland, it wasn't Pep who said stay humble, right? It was Haaland after that game. You know what I mean? Like, they got the draw. Why did he need to carry on like that? Why did he come out with his telling Arteta? Remember, he's telling Arteta to stay humble. Oh, stay humble. If I was like, that's why I couldn't be a manager. I'd have licked him down. Like, you two, boy, you're a top man, but stay humble, right? He's doing that to Haaland. He's Lewis-Skelly, a little young kid. Who the F are you? Even Jesus, who Jesus used to play for City, the way he completely had a head loss at the end of that game. And the worst thing for him is that all those players remembered it. There was no need for no team talk. The picture they put on the thing, they just put his mug on the wall and they said, remember this guy? Because I know that's what I'd be doing. That's how we roll, right? Exactly. So, remember him. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's coming this week. Watch. We've got something for him.
Watch and see.
We said we've got something for him. And we had something, bro. How ironic. You say stay humble and you get humbled 5-1. When's the last time, to City to get destroyed like that?
It's 2017, I think. Long time
And then
back.
when he scored, as I said, he thought he was the old City. But
let's
that was City against Chesterfield.
Let's round up because Wednesday. Remember when we went 2-0 up here in the Carabao Cup? Obviously, Wednesday we take on Newcastle. We come back to the studio and we said, we've got to go to the reverse. And everyone's mood was like, Robbie, come on, let's leave it. And
I remember that day, I did a fan cam and I said, listen, 4 weeks is a long time in football. I was getting cussed. I looked in the comments, man, going, Robbie's deluded. Boy, they've been man to chat shit, boy. I mean, the club must be paying him. And I looked at him and said, you know what? Maybe I've been going to football longer than a lot of people. I know, I said it that day, if we played Newcastle the next week, done, finished. Absolutely no chance the way they turned us over that day. But in a month, a lot of things can happen. Things can change. Form can change. Players can get injured. All of a sudden, over the last few games now, Arsenal started scoring. Because remember at that time we weren't scoring no goals. Now just put 5 past City. Last week, during the week, 2 away at Girona. Scored 2 against Villa. All right, we beat Wolves. Right, showed a lot of grit in that Wolves game. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, and then on the other hand now, Newcastle got turned over badly at home by Bournemouth. Then the following week, following home game again, You lose to Fulham.
Yeah.
Right? All of a sudden, if you're a fan of Newcastle, a little doubts in your mind. You're like, yo, we thought this was going to be. Look what they just did to, you know what I mean? Joe Linton's out. All of a sudden,
things start.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying, listen.
It's still a tough game. Let's not get
a
St.
tall
James's
order,
Park,
right?
yeah.
We've been up there so many times. It's a really, really tough place to go to.
Scoring one's tough.
That place is going to be pumped. But if we go up there and get, say, an early goal, bro, do you know what I mean? Because I know the Geordies want this so badly because they haven't won a title, they haven't won a cup in so long.
60 years.
And they feel like they can touch it. So go up there. It's not just the fans, players themselves might start to get jittery because they know that Arsenal are a good side.
You make a good
so that game is not over. And as I said, a month is a long time in football. Right, and you never know. You never know, man. We could go out there and turn.
And
you
make a good point. I think off the back of that game, some fans might say it's delusion, but there is a lot of belief, of renewed energy going into that game. And
it's not over that game. It's definitely not.
And to give more fans more hope as well. After that game, if we do go through, there's a break that we have. I think the players might be going away to Dubai. It could be the kickstart to. This could be the platform to something where Arsenal go on this long run, which City are known for. But
they've got to go tomorrow. Tomorrow, the transfer market, we got to go and get someone. I still maintain that.
Will we, Mr. Transfer Daily, keep it short?
I'll be honest
do you see someone coming through the door?
Be honest with you, I truly don't know. I think it'd be criminal if we don't. You've got to give this team a chance to win something. You've got to. I can see what Arsenal are doing, right? They've got their plans for the summer. They've got their plans. They've been. If you actually look at what they've been doing over the last couple of seasons with the transfers, it's very strategic in the type of players they want. They want the right players, but sometimes your plans get messed up because of injuries. Saka's out, Jesus is out. Yes, Wanyeri's come in and he's done brilliantly, but I still think we need, I mean, Mikel Arteta's been saying it for the past 3 weeks, we're short. We're short, we're still short, right? Yeah, exactly, and we've got competitions to play for. And remember, right, what people have to do is think later on in the season, when you come to that business end, you might have a game like City followed by a game like in the Champions League straight after. You know what I mean? Every game is unreal pressure. You might have a game that's really tight. You need something off the bench or you need to mix it up a bit. And we can't do that at the moment with our squad because up front, it's not strong enough. That's why Liverpool are where they are right now, because Liverpool, they can be having a game where they're not really, you know, and Salah turns up, or Gakpo turns up, or Jota turns up, or Diaz, right? Nunes. We haven't got that, you know, we've got good players up front, but we need options, and they got to go and back him tomorrow. If they don't do that, I'll be really disappointed, especially on the back of this. Follow it up now with a big signing or something tomorrow. Give the manager something, and then who's coming? Bro, I don't know.
Give us a name.
I ain't giving you no names, right? You ain't getting me in that trap, right? Because
Watkins or
right, you know, I've been given like a couple of names, but to be honest,
who knows?
A couple of those names that I've been given, I'm not sure. I've even been told that even Watkins weren't dead yet, but I'm thinking to myself, surely after the injury to Watkins, surely not. But listen, I think it would be criminal tomorrow if Arsenal don't bring in someone to help this manager. You've got to back him. You can't just look on it and say the summer. What about now? I don't really want to hear about the summer right now. We're in February, right? And we've still got lots of things to play for. So they've got, but you cannot, because we could go next week and someone's, you know, I don't know, Martinelli could get injured. Trossard could get injured. Havertz. If Havertz gets injured, right, everyone's saying, oh, I'm not sure if he's a striker now. If he gets injured, who's the striker? We ain't got nobody then. So they've got to tomorrow. I mean, even if it's a loan deal, you know what I mean? Victor Boniface on loan, someone like that. But don't leave it short, right, because it'd be criminal.
Thank you.